All right, hey guys, welcome, welcome. So I wanted to do a last minute Zoom because, whenever you go to an It Works event, you're always on such a high. And I'm sure you guys have been following my Facebook posts. It has been, oh my goodness, Green Carpet Week was absolutely amazing. Lots and lots of great opportunities. It Works, we had the It Works Week, Family Week. So they had lots and lots of different activities planned for, everyone to do with their families, with your teams and things like that. And I was able to just really take it all in with my family and still work my business while I was there. And while I was there, it's a perfect opportunity to grow your business because, we were in a gorgeous area, beach, the ocean. Several times we saw some rainbows, double rainbows over the ocean. It was pretty awesome. And what was nice is that people love to watch your journey. People love, especially nowadays with all of the negativity, with police officers and, just all the different ethnicities. There's so much hatred and violence in the world right now that what people want to see is they don't want to see any more negativity. They want to see positive. They want to see happy people. They want to see good things going on somewhere, somehow. So, it was the perfect timing, honestly, for It Works to have the green carpet because we were able to spread so much happiness and joy and just really paint the town with green, black, and green. So, and this was huge for me and my family because Brayley and I, my daughter, we've never been out of the Midwest. So to be able to go to Florida, that was number one. That was a big thing that I was able to check off my dream board. So that's huge. Whenever we're able to check anything off our dream boards, it's super, super huge. And it's a huge confidence builder, And we were able to do a lot of other things too on a dream board that I had just started. So it was really nice. And it was because of the business and working my business nonstop that we were able to do those things. And it's also because I've been working my business that, some people have taken notice of that in the company. And I was able to rub elbows with some of the top leaders in the company. So I wanted to share with you guys a few of the things that I learned while I was down there. So first of all, one thing I want you guys to all do, and you can send it to me privately. You can just screenshot it and send it to me privately later on. I would love to see what your ideal day looks like. So not what your day looks like now, but what your ideal day. If you had to pick and choose what your ideal day would be like, what would that be? Would it be, waking up, for instance, with no alarm clock? Living at, you wake up and you're living at the beach. Well, that's my ideal day. After getting to do that for 8 days, I want to go back. Is it being able to get your kids on and off the bus? Maybe it's to, homeschool your kids. Maybe it's to try to have children. Maybe it's to plan a wedding. Maybe it's, you want the freedom to be able to, go visit family. Maybe it's the ability to be able to go out to lunch with your girlfriends, or whatever the case might be. I'd like to see what your ideal day looks like. And the reason I want to do that is because I want you guys to see that we can get you there. Okay. It's just going to take some hard work and dedication. And, it literally just takes an hour a day. Now, on the days that, you do Zooms and stuff, we don't count the Zooms as your 1 hour for working your business. Okay. So don't try to cheat yourself there. Say, oh, well, I was on a 45-minute Zoom, so that counts. I only have to work my business for 15 minutes today. That doesn't count. But we can get you there. And the only way we're going to do that is if we team up and we collaborate together and really just kind of bounce ideas off each other and say, hey, this is what's working for me. This is what hasn't been working for me. What's been really getting more response from your posts? Like, what kinds of posts are you making? What kinds of scripts are you sending out? Hi. What kind of scripts are you sending out to your potentials? What kinds of things are you doing in your daily life? Are you incorporating your It Works business into your everyday life? That's really, really important. And you also need to be flexible with your time. So, for those of us that have, we still have full-time jobs, that's a little bit more difficult, but you know what? It can still be done. And there's ways that you can do that. And so some of the ways that you can do that are just simply by setting an alarm on your phone. Okay? Set an alarm on your phone, even if it's, during a 15-minute break at work. Say it's on your lunch hour. Set a timer on your phone to remind yourself, and just put it in your brain that every time you stop, okay, if you stop, like say every 3 hours, message 5 people in those 3 hours, okay? You want to did you realize that a wrap party doesn't have to be an actual party where you get a host and then you have like say 5 or 6 guests that come on? That's not necessarily the only way you can have a wrap party, okay? If you have a coffee date with someone, if you set up a meet and greet with someone, that's a wrap party, guys. I know that sometimes we get into that misconception that just having a coffee date with someone, that's not a wrap party, but that's a wrap party, okay? Because you're sharing the products and you're sharing the business with them. So don't forget to give yourself credit even for those little coffee dates and things like that, because that's a wrap party. I have wrap parties all week long, and I wasn't even realizing it. Okay. Another market that I learned while at Green Carpet that is a really great market to push to is personal trainers. Okay. Go to gyms, hit up personal trainers, and here's why. Okay. This is what I learned. When you hit up personal trainers, they may not necessarily think they need the products themselves, but if you explain it to them that the two of you can collaborate together and work together, they're helping them to build their bodies and get their bodies the way they want them. And our products are going to help to enhance the results. And personal trainers are really, really loving that because they're in the field of helping people too. So when they get someone in their corner that's there to help them, to help people as well, then you can collaborate with them and say, okay, well, I'm here and I can help you to really amplify the results that you're working with them to get on their body. I can help with their overall results. And then together, they can see that, hey, maybe I should actually sell these wrap things. It might make some decent money for them. And another little, and I've heard this before, I might have said it on a few of our Zooms before, but one of the quotes that I just absolutely loved, I don't even remember who said it. It was at one of the events we went to, but it only takes 5 seconds of courage to ask. So I know that blitzing can be super, super scary for some people. I've been blessed with a really big mouth. So I just, believe it or not, it was really hard for me to get out of my comfort zone at first. Like, I love to meet new people, but I don't want to feel like I'm giving a sales pitch every time I meet someone. Like, oh, the only purpose I'm walking up to them is to talk to them about the business. When in an essence it is, but we always want to be thoughtful and we want to start building relationships and always constantly adding to our hundreds list. So I just keep having this quote running through my head this past week, was that it only takes 5 seconds, to have the courage to ask. They can say no, and that's okay. Because remember, it's going to take a whole bunch of no's before you're going to get a yes. But if you don't ask a whole bunch of times, you're never going to get to that one yes. So what I did this past week was, and I've always loved to blitz, but one of the things that I learned to do this weekend was I was finding myself, I don't want to say like profiling, but I was being picky and choosy, like, I don't know, she looks kind of pissy right now, or I don't know, I just saw them arguing over there in the corner, and I would avoid certain people. Well, this past week, I put that all aside and said, you know what? It doesn't matter, because even if I think in my head that they're going to say no, that's one no closer to a yes. Or that person that I think is going to say no, they could really say yes. So I just really put all of my fear aside, and oh my goodness, I blitzed people at Green Carpet, the security guards. I blitzed the security guards, at the concert Friday night. I blitzed people in the toll booth. I blitzed people on the boat when we went and did the dolphin cruise. I blitzed people there. In fact, one of those guests on that boat, she's joining our team. So, and I couldn't tell you, I have a tally and I can't find that piece of paper. As of, I believe it was Thursday night, I had blitzed 71 people since I had been there past Friday. So in 6 days, I had blitzed 71 people. I've never blitzed that many people in like 6 days, ever. But I just put all fear aside and said, you know what? I'm here. I'm going to take advantage of it. And I know that God is going to place the right people in my path. And that, they say you're going to get 1 out of every 100 to say yes. Well, as of Thursday night, it was 71. And I know I've blitzed a whole bunch more since then. So my yes is right around the corner out of that first 100. So that's why it's so important to blitz and constantly be texting, messaging, meeting new people, asking people, even your neighbors, your mailman, everyone. Let's see. Another thing that was really, really important that we learned this past week too was you want to ask when, instead of saying, hey, I'm having a party, let's get you wrapped. Okay, I know that you guys run into the same problems I do because we all have the same business. Do you ever get those people that say, oh, I'd love to come, but I just can't make it, or I have something going on, or I have to work? Okay, so do you have people that do that? I mean, I know we all do. We all get people that say, no, I can't make it. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to make it. Well, that's okay. But the key here is, instead of saying, oh, that's okay, maybe next time. That was my answer every time someone would say, well, I can't make it. So what I would always answer back was, well, that's okay, maybe next time. No big deal. I'll let you know when I'm doing it again. Instead of doing that, what we should be asking is when would you like to be wrapped? Let me know when it's convenient for you and I'll come to you, or we'll make it happen. If they're not local and they couldn't do your online party, let them know, say, hey, when would be a good time for you? And I can set you up as the host. And if we get at least 10 guests on, I'll let you, just for being the host, I'll give you a free wrap, or I'll give you, a free a couple samples of greens or something. I like to always offer that up for anyone that wants to host a party for me, even if they're not local. Another way you can get like in-person wrap parties is just start messaging out to your local friends and family and just say, hey, you guys know that I joined this business and I'm not getting as much and just be honest with them. Tell them you're not getting as much interaction in your business right now because people are busy during the summer, but you would wanted to know if they would be willing to help you out and just have a wrap party for you, host a wine and facial party for you at their house. And just say, and just let them know, say, hey, I need to relaunch my business. I've been kind of lackadaisical lately. I just really want to have a relaunching party and I could really use your help, and just ask them and say, hey, would you mind? Because I could really use the practice to really go over my presentation and make sure that I'm not too wordy or that I'm able to get the point across. And then ask them if they would give you their feedback at the end. And, and then you can always throw up incentives too. Like, hey, if you get at least, 4 guests and they're willing to wrap, I'll give you a free wrap. If you already give them a free wrap to host, then you can offer them a free facial if they get 4 people that are willing to pay $25 for the wrap or facial. So they're getting free stuff out of it, and you're getting more people to add to your hundreds list, and you're going to get more customers. Okay? All right, another thing, and I always find it really funny when people put numbers in front of me, because I am someone that I kind of have to visualize things, so it doesn't always sink in when I hear it said. So I had to write these down. But a lot of numbers were thrown at us, and I'm not a good mathematician or anything, but I think it was Jocelyn Yates actually told us. She said that if you want 10 people to come to a party, so say you want to have a relaunching party, or you just want to have a regular wrap party, wine and facial party, a sample party, whatever you want to call it, you have to invite 100 people. 100 people. That seems insane. But if you want 10 people in attendance and you want to sign at least half of those as loyal customers, then you have to invite 100 people. And that is a lot. That is a whole heck of a lot. But here's an easy way to do it, okay? So let's say you invite 10 people. You personally reach out to 10 people. What you tell them is, if you get 10 guests to come with you, of course they have to be 18 or older, okay? But if they're able to bring 10 guests with them, tell them that you will give them a free full-size product. And here's why. I don't want it to freak you out. It's very rare that you're going to get them to bring 10 people, but you know what they're going to do? They're going to try really hard to get 10 people to come with them because they want a free full-size product. Now, if they do bring 10 people with them, then what's a great product that you can do that's budget friendly? You can get them offer to give them a bottle of Fat Fighters, okay? You can offer to give them a full box of wraps or facials, or you can mix it up for them. If they want wraps and facials, tell them you'll give them a mix match box, and you'll give them 2 wraps and 2 facials, okay? Because think about it. When you sign those 2, and just tell them you'll place the order after the party, because when you land those first 2 loyal customers from that party, you're going to get a wrap reward. So you're going to get to buy that box of wraps for $25. So that's always the best scenario to do it. So invite 10 people. Ask those 10 people personally to get 10 people to come with them, okay? And of course, going back to the people that say, okay, well, we can't make it, that date's not convenient for us, whatever, then again, just to say, well, do you just have a spare? We only need like 15 minutes. I can come to you on your lunch break. I know it's hard for some of us that work full time, but we can always say, hey, I can stop by, while the kids are in the bath. When's your bath time? As soon as you put the kids in the bath, I can get you wrapped, and then I can just, text you the instructions afterwards. So after you get the kids out of the bath and put them in bed, boom, it's time for you to take your wrap off. Because a lot of people, they hear our posts, they see our posts and our messages and our texts, and we talk a lot about us, and that's just, human nature. But we need to be more thoughtful about, talking about them and how can we make it more convenient for them. So that's why we say, okay, well, when do you have 5 minutes? Or, hey, I'm putting the kids to bed. If they're local, say, hey, well, I've got, I can come over to you in a little bit, and then as soon as you put the kids down, I can come over and wrap you. And then I could just, tell you the instructions for afterwards and leave you on your own. Another good thing too is you can pair up with, and Tiffany, I know that you obviously know you can do that with me because you're local to me. Tessie, you know that you have like all of Team Enter, well, a huge portion of Team Enter there close to you. Something that has, I guess, through the company that a lot of the top income earners are learning is that joint wrap parties are becoming really successful right now. So that means teaming up with another It Works distributor in your area. Find someone that's on your team. Find someone that's on Team Enter. Find someone that's on our Team Bling that's close to you. And then ask them if they want to do a party with you. And then they can do the same thing. So just imagine if you invite 10 people and ask them to get 10 guests to come with them, and then the other distributor does the same thing. Think of the possibilities of how many people you guys could have at that wrap party and how many people you're going to reach. And you're really going to be building your network. And on top of that, there's going to be a lot of strengths that the other distributor has that maybe you don't. Maybe you're weaker in the presentation. Maybe you're really knowledgeable about the products, but you fumble when you're in front of people. Teaming up with another distributor is a great way to really grow your business and make your wrap parties a big success. Another good thing that I heard at Green Carpet too was a tip someone used, and I just totally fell in love with this idea, and I'm going to start doing it myself because I think incorporating this is going to be huge. Because again, I'm a real visual learner, and a lot of us women are, 90% of women are visual learners. We have to see it, you know what I mean? And we have to make it, that vision, come to fruition, because we're all just so driven, you know? And what you do is you just take envelopes, okay? So let's say, you know, let's just throw a couple out there. Let's say your electric bill is $200. Your cell phone bill is $250, okay? And then like rent, you know, let's say rent's $1,000, however much it is. So you're going to have your envelopes. You make just a regular envelope and write each bill and what that bill is every month, okay? And then you're going to take and you're going to get those little magnetic clips and you're going to hang them on your refrigerator, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to, you know, every single time. So if you have a $200 electric bill that you need to pay this month, then you know, okay, that means I have to sell 8 wraps to pay that electric bill. So every time you sell a wrap, put the $25 in that envelope. And once you have $200 in there, boom, you know that you've paid your electric bill with wraps, with wrap cash, okay? Then do the same thing with your other bills. So if you have the cell phone bill, the electric bill, your gas bill, even gas money, grocery money. How are you going to buy groceries next month? Put the amount on an envelope and write it big and bold on there and clip it to a little magnetic clip and put it on the front of your refrigerator. And then every time, or you can put it in Ziploc baggies even. And then every time you sell a wrap, you put it in there so you can say, well, guess what? Our electric bill was paid with wrap cash. We paid our rent with wrap cash. So that's just another great tip. And like I said, that's going to be one that I'm going to start incorporating myself because I'm a visual learner. So doing those types of things helps you see just how big of an impact selling those wraps can really be. All right, another thing, I'm just looking over my notes here. Okay, so when you're talking to people, when you go out and blitz, here's some quick tips on that. All right, so here's some things that you can say to people. Here's some questions you can ask them. Have you heard of It Works? Okay. Have you seen it on social media? Because a lot of people will say, I don't know. Have you seen it on social media? Have you tried a wrap? You're going to either get a yes or a no. If they say no, then you ask them, why haven't you tried a wrap? Okay. And then say, well, you know what? I've got some time. I have some wraps in my purse. Why don't we get a wrap on you now? And offer to do it for 20 instead of 25, you know, if they're really skeptical. If they have tried a wrap, ask them, did you drink your water? Were you told what to do? Did you know that you're not supposed to wear your wrap when you're working out because we don't want you to sweat, because then the botanical ingredients are not going to go into your skin? Did they drink the water over the 72 hours? Did they take a before picture? Because a lot of people will say, well, I didn't get any results from the wrap. I didn't see any difference. I didn't feel any different. Well, if you don't take a before picture and you don't take the after picture, you're not going to notice much of a difference. So that's why it's so important that we have them do the before and after pictures. Let's see. So here's a couple of, let me see. Well, one thing that was talked about too was when you're at a wrap party, give catalogs to every single person, okay? Now, if you are kind of sparse on catalogs, you know, then you can just give them a piece of paper and you can ask them to jot down names of friends or family, anyone that they think could use those products when they talk about them. So let's say we're at a wrap party and we get done talking about the greens, which, by the way, if you haven't already heard, which I'm sure you all have, our greens have been revamped and are so much more awesome than they already were. And I'm so excited. I already put those in the probiotics on my auto ship. So, whew, I'm excited. But just ask them to write down names. So if we're talking about the greens and we talk about the benefits, the health benefits of the greens and what the greens can do, use some product testimonials from current loyal customers or that are on the It Works Facebook page. Use those product testimonials in the before and after pictures with the products when you're at parties. And then ask people, okay, before you move on to the next product, ask them, okay, on your piece of paper or on your catalog, do me a favor and write down a name of a friend or family member that you think could really benefit from using this product. And you do that with each product that you talk about at the party. Obviously, you're not going to talk about all 40 products that we have now at the party, but every product that you do talk about, as soon as you're done, have them sit there and like, okay, so we just talked about the wraps. Have them write down here, because there's always room underneath each of the products on the catalog. Have them jot down a name or two of people they think could really benefit from that product. And then at the end, when you have your little one-on-one time with them, when you talk to them about placing an order, then you can say, okay, if they don't want to place an order, you can say, all right, well, do you have this person's, why don't you text them and ask them if it's okay if you share their number with me? And that way I can get a hold of them and see if I can set up a coffee date to explain these products that you felt they could really benefit from, okay? Simple question you can ask people. It's even something you can make as a post. It's very short and sweet and to the point. It would be a great post if you just posted a selfie. And, maybe it was just one I'm going to probably do is have both of your hands. And in both hands, one could be, I don't know, maybe money. Maybe hold up like $25. And then the other hand, you can have a product. And then your post can just say this short and sweet thing. Are you interested in trying the products yet, or making money while trying the products? So you would have like $25 in your hand to show that here's money I'm making, or the product. Have a product like the greens or, any product, just hold it in your hand. That's also a great question you can ask people when you get to the one-on-one time with them after you've unwrapped them, or when they want to talk to you about the products and making an order, then you can ask them, say, okay, so one more question and I'm done with you for the day. And just say, so are you ready? Are you interested in trying the products? Or would you rather make some money while trying the products? Because it seems to be more successful when people hear that you're not talking about you. You're asking them what they want, and the more we talk about them, the more that we let them know how it could benefit them, the more receptive they're going to be to that. And of course, you cannot without a shadow of a doubt fail unless you quit. If you quit, you're going to fail. But if you just keep going and you get that wrap on people and you just start and you spread the word, and don't just use social media, pick up a phone and actually talk to someone. If you message them on Facebook, use the voice messenger. It adds a personal touch. The algorithm can't touch it either. Text them. Meet up with people. You have to, it's just like if this were a regular 9-to-5 job, your boss gives you a list of daily tasks, or the tasks that you have to get done for the day before you go home or clock out at 5 o'clock or whatever time. The things that have to be done that day. Your boss tells you every day. Well, the beauty of this business is that you are your own boss, okay? So you have to learn how to be self-disciplined and know that, okay, every day I have to accomplish this. But you don't have to spend, 8 to 10 to 12 hours working it like you do a regular job. You can do and be just as successful and make even more money by just really putting in 1 power hour a day working your business. And again, we've said it before, and we'll say it a million more times. That doesn't mean scrolling Facebook and liking, like your friends' posts and commenting on those. You really need to be focused with the business frame of mind and focus that you're on that, social media site just specifically to be working your business. So we do actually now have a new, I don't know what her official title was. I didn't write that down, but her name is Sarah Mahakma, I believe is how you say it. She is like our It Works oils expert, I guess you could say. So she gave us several tips on, because there's a lot of people that really, really love essential oils. So there's a few tips that she gave us that would really help with people like, oh my gosh, that little tiny bottle can go so far. So obviously I've known about this one for a long time, but I always forget to incorporate it. You can take on a cotton ball or even on a Q-tip, okay? Put it on your pillow. You can put the Q-tip or the cotton ball, you can put the oil that you want, rub it on your car vents. And then when you turn on your AC or your heat, it'll blow and it'll make your car smell good. You do the same thing with your heater vents. If you take and put some of the oils in a water bottle, in a spray bottle, mix just 5 to 8 drops in with a spray bottle of water, then you can spray your cushions, your couch cushions, your curtains. You spray your pillow with lavender. That'd be a great one for at nighttime to help you sleep, with kids even. You can also take and get a washcloth damp, and then you can sprinkle a few drops of whatever oil you prefer. Throw it in with your load of towels in the dryer. It'll make your towels smell great. You can actually use our oils, which I never knew this. I did not know this at all, and I thought that was really interesting. I'm so going to try it this week. Did you know you can use our oils to mop and clean with? I did not know you could use them. You literally just take vinegar, a few drops of the oil, and water in a bucket of warm water, and you can actually use that to mop your floors. And hello, chemical-free, all natural, so you know what you're using to clean your house. You know what's going on the floor, so you know it's safe for kids, guests, and pets. See, Jade Hooper gave out some amazing tips on blitzing online and then blitzing in person. Most of these are just for blitzing social media. But did you know that blitzing is there's a definition for it, and she gave the definition as the act of spreading the word. Okay, so she said to message everyone who likes or comments on your posts. Anything that has to do with the company or the products. So even if they just like it, okay, and you post about green carpet, or you post something about one of the products, or you post something about, oh, it's my 3-month anniversary with this company, and I'm just so excited because I'm going so far, and I can't wait to see where I'm at 9 months from now at my year anniversary. Somebody likes that, even if they don't comment, write that name down. Send them a message and tell them, thanks for the love on my post. Something like that. Start up a conversation with them. A message that she loves to send out that's really short and sweet and to the point too. And of course, you don't want to send the same message out to everyone, so you definitely want to make it your own. But she said, here's what you can send. I have something special here, and I'd love for you to be a part of this with me. Okay? Now, that is really, really awesome, because you're really reaching and speaking about them, what it can, you want them to be a part of it. And then they feel special because you're singling them out. This isn't a group message, It's not a public post on Facebook. This is a private message, text message, or even a phone call to that person saying, I have something so special here, and I know you might get tired of seeing my posts and things like that, and you might get annoyed, but it's just so incredibly special, and it's been so huge for me and my family that I just really, as someone special in my life, I want you to be a part of this with me, So there's just a couple different ways right there that you can word it. Another really, really great tip too, go into those people who are liking and commenting. Every time you find a new person that likes or comments on one of your posts, go to their page immediately, okay? And then you're going to go up to the notifications tab for their page. And you know how you can see that you're following them? You can select if you see their post first. Make sure that you click on seeing their posts first, because once they start connecting with you, you want their stuff to be popping up on your news feed so that you can go in there and like and comment, even if it's just a picture of their kids and you only comment the word cute, or just put a heart or something. Start interacting with them, because once you do that, the algorithm makes it to where your stuff starts popping up in their newsfeed. So they'll start seeing more of your stuff that they weren't seeing before. And that also helps to start creating that relationship, which we always talk about is so important. The most important blitzing tip is to make sure that the first time you're reaching out, okay, whether it's on a comment you're commenting on a picture or a status, or reaching out to them in Messenger or text message or whatever, give them a compliment, okay? It can be, oh my gosh, I saw your pictures. Oh my gosh, you look amazing. Or I loved your outfit. Or, compliment them on their children, or like maybe they just moved into a new house. Congratulate them on that. Always start with a compliment. Same thing if you're blitzing in person, okay? So whenever you're blitzing someone in person, and everyone always tells me that I'm becoming like the queen of blitzing. And I think one of the reasons that people are so receptive to me when I blitz is because I always start off with a compliment. So, and how I do that is really simple. So let's say you're going through a drive-thru and you're getting, whether it's Starbucks, McDonald's, whatever, no judgment there. We had McDonald's last night. When you go through a drive-thru though, you can handle pretty much anyone and you can still blitz. And here's why I say that. You're going to get people sometimes that are just not having a good day. They are rude. They are not giving you good customer service. You can totally tell that they hate where they're at and what they're doing. That's a perfect opportunity. So you can say, you know what? Oh my goodness, looks like you're not having such a great day. And that usually, makes them be like, oh my gosh, girl, let me tell you. And just listen to them for a minute. Because that's, you know what I mean? That's just being human. That's just showing compassion. Let them tell you what's going to be like, oh my goodness. So, I know exactly what you're talking about. I used to have to work a job that I just absolutely hated. And, and then just tell them, say, I joined this company and it's completely changed my life. And now I love what I do. And, I just hate to see people that are miserable, in life, because I know that there's so much more to this life than dealing with, people's attitudes and negativity and all the violence and hatred that's going on in this world right now. And people are so receptive to that, especially right now. And just tell them, say, I would love to share this opportunity with you. Ask them, even if you're in the drive-thru. I don't care if there's a long line. It takes 30 seconds. Hand them your phone and say, here, type your name in on my phone and I'll add you on Facebook. And then, we can connect and I'll message you later. Message me, I'll send you a message and then you can respond back when you get off work. Or tell them, say, here's my card. Text me later or send me an email. We need to talk because I think I have an opportunity that is going to blow you away and we'll get you out of this crap hole of a job, whatever. And then you can also do it with people that are really awesome. So let's say you get someone who's got a really bubbly voice and they're really happy and they've been super nice. They've given you awesome customer service. They're smiling. You know what? Pull up to that window and say, are you I don't know what it is about you, but you have a great personality and you have such awesome customer service. And you don't see that a lot nowadays. And that's complimenting them. And it's being completely honest. You're not lying to them, We're not trying to fill their heads, but just compliment them and tell them, say, hey, you given great customer service. Hi. And that goes a long way. A smile goes a long way. And when you're talking to them, smile. Because then they're going to see that, okay, if this person is happy, maybe I might want to look into what it is that they're doing. They may be happy at their job. But you know what? When you compliment them on how well they're doing their job and say, you know what? You just have an awesome personality and you just have this aura about you. You know what I mean? Or you just give off this great energy. I love your positive attitude. Just compliment. And what that does is that really engages them in the conversation. You're complimenting them. It makes them feel great about themselves. And you're already starting off building a relationship with that person on a positive note. And that really is going to make them remember you. So when you give them your card or you connect with them on Facebook and you hand them your phone and say, here, type your name and let's connect on Facebook, they're going to remember that, oh my gosh, that lady was so nice. She told me that I have an awesome smile. And that, you know, they're going to go home and they're going to tell their boyfriend or their parents or, you know, whoever that, oh, there was this person that came through drive-through today and just really made my day because they told me, you know, how awesome I am or whatever. They're going to remember you. You're going to imprint on them. And that's going to last for a long time. And that's what they're going to remember is how well you started off that conversation and that relationship. So really just build upon that. Give them your Blitz card, give them your business card or whatever, even if you're connecting with them on Facebook, because you want them to have a card. You want them to have your Blitz card. You want them to remember what it is that you connected for, okay? And then there's 3 steps that Jade Hooper talked about that were super important, okay, for social media. For social media blitzing, it's really easy. Post, make a post. Message, step 2 is message people, anybody and everybody that liked and commented, unless they're a distributor, okay? And then the third thing is just following up with them. So maybe they don't answer right away. Give them 24 hours, message them again. And you're going to do the same thing again. You're going to post, message, follow up. 3 easy steps, okay? That's all there is to it. Okay, another really great tip we learned too was that, you know how you get customers that come on and, you know, let's say they fulfilled their 3rd auto shipment and now you're like, okay, how do I get them to stay on? How do I retain those loyal customers? Okay, this is something that I haven't even thought to do, because what I always do for customer retention is I keep my little note cards, and like once a week I go on there and I will update all of my loyal customers' perk points so that I can message them as soon as their 3rd auto shipment has gone out. Whew, excuse me. As soon as their 3rd auto ship has gone out, what I do is I'll send them each individually a message or an email and let them know, hey, did you know that you have, like, say, $30 in free product credit waiting for you? And then that usually is like, oh my goodness, yeah. It's like, well, how would you like to use those? Because now they're going to get free shipping starting with that 4th auto shipment. Okay, so right after that 3rd, they're going to get their free shipping, and then you let them know about their perk points. So you're not going to get probably a whole lot of BV out of that for the 4th month, but what you're doing is you're retaining that customer. So then when deals come out and whenever new products like we just had come out, those are going to be the people who are going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I stayed on. I'm so glad I didn't stop ordering because now I can take advantage of this. I have even more perk points that I can add up, and I can even try this new product for free and get free shipping. But one thing that Jade Hooper talked about was once they fulfill that 3rd auto shipment, you definitely want to let them know about their perk points, okay? For sure. That is a huge one. But one thing you can do too is, hey, so how have you been liking the products? I know that you fell in love with our wraps, or I know that you've fallen in love with our greens, or, you know, whatever product it is that they like, and say, you know what? Since you're such like a lover of our products already, would you like to upgrade to becoming a distributor and join my team? And just tell them, our loyal customers make the absolute best distributors because you have an awesome personal testimony to say, hey, I know that this product works because I've used them for 3 months. So I know how amazing they are. I know the benefits of them. I know what they can do for you. So that's just one way that you can kind of get them to come on and say, you know what, I'm kind of digging that. Maybe I can give that a try. And then you can tell them, you know, look, you can just give it 90 days. It's a trial distributorship. Give it 90 days. See what you think. And if you decide it's not for you after those first 3 months, then you can quit. There's no penalties, no fees or anything, you know. So that's pretty much all of, you know, the tips or whatever that I wanted to throw at you guys really quickly tonight. I didn't want to make it too long, but I am going to still be having some incentives. I'm going to throw out a huge incentive for the end of this month. But I'm just going to give you guys a little quick glimpse of a couple of the things, like, well, one of the things. But I picked up a couple things at the It Works store. while I was at Green Carpet. Of course, I got some new shirts and stuff like that. Yeah, and my new hat. I love my hat. It's awesome. I learned after the first 24 hours of being down there that trying to do something with my hair was just not going to happen. So I had to have a hat at all times. So I did pick up a bunch of these 3-packs. These are the little thin rubber bracelets. So there's one that says reach higher. And, well, let me just open it because I haven't even opened these yet. Let's see, one says whole nother level. So there's that one. These are so, I love our bracelets. There's another one that says it works fight. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. And then this one is the one that says reach higher. So they come in a pack of 3. And one of my favorite, and you guys are probably going to want to order these because it's a really, really, I think these were only $4. But don't order anything yet because I have all this stuff for incentives. Of course, I did get to rock the stage. I was so excited. I love, it's always awesome when you get to do it for the first time. But these are my favorite new products as far as for us, for distributors to use. And these are our new lap boards. So I'm just going to open the package real quick and show you guys what the lap boards look like. So it's really similar to like a, I guess like a clipboard. The only difference, well, several differences, but there's just not one of those clips on there to hold the papers. I probably should have opened this before we get on the Zoom, but that's okay. All right, so anyway, so this is on this side here. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a slot, if you can see it right here, for your business card. Okay, and then there's another bigger slot right here on the front. So there's a whole big slot here. So you can put your, like, maybe if they bought a wrap, you can slip their wrap in their board. You can slip your business card here. Okay. And then on this side, the side opens to put stuff in there. So this is where you can put your catalog or the order form, distributor order form, or even the loyal customer form. So you can hand these to people at the parties. So it gives them a nice hard surface to write on and to really get a chance to like write down their information. When they're writing the names in the catalogs of the people they think the products could help. So these come in a pack of 6 and it's only $20. So this is a great little business builder tool. And remember guys, all this stuff, this is all tax write-offs because this is for your business. And then I thought I would give you guys a sneak peek at the new catalogs. So luckily, they were available at the It Works store at Green Carpet. So I did buy a pack of 100 because I'm mailing them out this week for sure. So the packaging on the wraps and the facials are actually changing. So they're looking way more updated instead of outdated. So this is what the wrap packaging is going to look like. Kind of neat. I love the look of that. So this is what it kind of looks the same as far as the front of our catalog. And then you open it up and you can see how the greens packaging has all changed. But the prices on the greens are all the same. It's just the look is different, and of course the formula is way better. Okay, and then here we have, you can see the It Works system now is updated with the new updated packaging for the wraps in the greens. So that's what that looks like. Okay, and then you open this up and you can see there's what the new facial packaging is going to look like, which I think that's pretty cool. I think it's way more eye-catching. And supposedly the new packaging for the wraps and facials help to keep the wraps and facials more moist longer. So their shelf life will be a lot longer too, which is good when we get the BOGO deals and stuff if we're not able to get rid of those wraps. So this just shows you the other products. And then up here is the new probiotics. I'll just show you guys that really quickly. So that's what the probiotic box is going to look like. So you can see it retails for, what is it, 52, I think? Yeah. So it's 52 retail and 31 as a loyal customer. And that's for a 30-day supply. And I've had a lot of people messaging me about this. And I did post on Team Enter the product coach information for the new greens and for the probiotics. There are prebiotics in this capsule as well. And a lot of people have been asking me, most probiotics, things that have live cultures, have to be refrigerated. Ours do not have to be refrigerated. So if anybody asks you that, you'll already know, okay? And then over here, just normal, everything's the same over here, okay? And then just the packs on the very back of the, I think that's, see, I got it all backwards now. There we go. Okay, and then that's the back. So as you can see, like the packs, like the wrap pack and the skinny pack, the only thing that's different is just the packaging on the wraps. Same thing here. And then the packaging on the greens is a little different, but all the prices are still the same. So I just thought I would let you guys see that since you probably haven't had a chance to see them yet. Other than that, that's it. We've, like I said, I did get a lot of cool stuff in the It Works store to give you guys for incentives for this month and next month. So the months of July and August are going to be huge as far as for incentives for those that are working their business. And I am going to pick a few random distributors from Team Bling this month that are going to win a couple of the bigger things. And if you want to win one of the bigger items, now when I say bigger items, I'm talking like, I'm not going to say which ones, but I did buy lots of shirts. I bought, bracelets. There might be some It Works sunglasses thrown into the mix. There's catalogs. I've got tons of catalogs. Blitz cards. Tons of Blitz cards. So I have lots and lots of great incentives and marketing materials, business building materials to share with you guys. But I got to see you work in your business. So if you want some of the, if you want to earn some of those, some more Blitz cards to use, if you want to earn some of those catalogs, the older catalogs, the other ones that I will be giving away aren't the updated ones, but you can definitely still utilize these for parties and things, okay? But there will be lots of stuff that I will be offering up. So it doesn't mean you have to bring on 50. It would be great if you brought on 50 distributors this month, the next month. But it doesn't mean that you have to, make, sell $1,000 in wraps. It doesn't mean you have to, go Ruby this month. It doesn't mean you have to go Diamond next month. It just means I just want to see who's plugged in. So make sure that whoever is under you, whoever you have personally enrolled, if you are holding anyone personally accountable on the team, I'd love for everyone to find someone on this team, on Team Bling, that you're going to partner up with to help each other grow and learn and hold each other personally accountable, okay? So that every other day or every day, it's just a quick, hey, how are you doing today? Did you message anyone? Do you need any help messaging someone? Maybe someone's having a bad day. Just help to keep each other going. Help keep each other pumped and motivated, especially for this week, because I'm sure you guys have seen, but if every personal distributor that you enroll from now until the 22nd, which my birthday is the 21st, by the way. So I would love it if everybody signed on a new distributor before my birthday. That would be awesome. That would be my birthday present. But for every distributor that you personally enroll, you bring on 2 loyal customers this month, and they bring on their first 2 loyal customers in their first 30 days, you're going to get not only the $100 Fast Start bonus, but you're going to get the double Fast Start bonus. So you're going to get a total of $200 in a Fast Start bonus for every distributor. That's why I say we want to make sure, do you want to make an extra $200? You can make, your earning potential here is limitless. So is it important to grab loyal customers? Yes, absolutely. But this week, we need to focus on bringing on DTs, because every DT that you bring on, let's say you bring on 5 DTs, make 5 DTs be your goal this week. Guess what? Then what you got to do is focus, and you grab 2 and help each of them grab 2. You're going to get $1,000 just in bonuses from signing 5 distributors. Not to mention the 10% in commission you're going to make off of all those sales, okay? And then you're going to be charted. Do you realize if you sign 5 distributors, what that means? You'll be charted. That's a chart for Ruby. and helping them bring on 2 loyal customers each, that'll get your volume where it needs to be. So that's why it's so huge this week. And you're going to get yourself a place on the dang cruise too. So that this week is so important. If you've never worked your business really hard, or let's say you have been working your business really, really hard, this week you have to plug in and work your business harder than you've ever worked it before. Take time. If you do a power hour, do 2 power hours a day. Because you might post at 8 o'clock in the morning and then at 5 o'clock at night, but you're reaching totally different audiences every time during the day, okay, especially on the weekdays. Mondays, people are really down. So you know what? Mondays, if you go back and look at my Facebook profile, one thing I'm always really certain to do is Mondays are nothing but positive, always positive on my Facebook. But Mondays are way more motivating and powerful messages because people, do you know that suicide is committed most commonly on Mondays? Yeah, look that statistic up. That's pretty sad. I mean, when people say, oh, I hate Mondays. No, people really do hate Mondays. And that's the one day of the week that people are really looking for something positive, something uplifting, something encouraging, something motivating. So make sure that Monday, maybe make it a hashtag motivational Mondays. And then we can all post something on Mondays with that hashtag and just start a movement, even if it's just in our team, and just start showing that people that Mondays don't always have to suck, like be positive. When people start seeing positivity in your posts, people start seeing that you're regular about, posting inspirational, motivational things, they're going to be attracted to you. And the more that you post things that people like to see, which is positivity, because of all this negativity and hatred in the world right now, they're going to start liking and commenting on your posts because you're being positive. You're being that positive light in this time of sorrow and trouble. Okay? So that's going to get more interaction on your pages. That's going to get you more people to add to your hundreds list, and that's what's going to help you grow your business. All right, guys, any questions or any comments before we get off of here? Good. Tessie took notes. Awesome. Tiffany, do you have any questions?
No, we're good.
All right, cool. Well, I hope I gave you guys some good tips and information that will help you grow your business. I will be posting on our team page and in the team thread about pairing you guys up. You can pair yourselves, or if you want me to pair you guys up, it's totally up to you. But I want you to find an accountability partner in Team Bling. And then just, hold each other accountable and just really, really help each other. Go like each other's posts. Go comment on each other's posts, because that's going to help to make it moved up. Just don't copy and paste anybody else's statuses. You always want to change it up a little bit. You want to change at least 20% of the verbiage so that Facebook doesn't block your post. Even if it was your original post and someone copies and pastes it, it's going to drop down the amount of people that are going to see your post. So we always want to make sure that we're not copy and pasting word for word. So, but if you see a good post, if your accountability partner is making a great post, or whatever, go and like it, comment on it, and let them know, hey, that was a really great post. How'd you come up with that? Or maybe ask them for advice, like, hey, do you have any ideas on what we could post today, or how we can do something original, or whatever. Maybe two of you, maybe you and your accountability partner can partner up and do a Facebook Live party, or just a regular Facebook party. Try to change some things up, especially because if people that you're connected with through social media and in life in general are seeing that you're doing something a little different, but you're really, really happy and you're bringing something positive to the world right now, they're going to want to be a part of that. It's going to attract more attention to your page. Okay, so it has been awesome. I hope that the advice and the tips that I gave you guys helped, and I hope that just by the little sneak peek of the things that I picked up at the It Works store this past week will kind of inspire you to really, really work, on top of the fact that there's like crazy bonuses out there right now from our CEO, and just amazing opportunities. And don't forget, every new distributor that signs up by the 22nd too, they also, not only do you get to try to make a $200 bonus off of that, but you also get a free box of wraps in there. So they get the chance to sell and make back their initial investment right away and pocket $100 right away. So they have the opportunity to make $2,200 in their first 7 days, and they don't even realize it. So let them know that. Say, hey, do you realize that if you work with me one-on-one and we really, really work this, you can make $2,200 in a week and get on a cruise. So, all right, guys, it's been fun. If you have any questions, post it in the thread and let me know who you're going to be partnering up with. So you guys have a good night. You're welcome. Bye.